Ash from Super Videos, back for another reaction to an episode of Better Call Saul. This is my reaction to Season 4, Episode 7, which is called Something Stupid. Very interested to learn who's gonna do that stupid thing that the title is referring to. But last episode was a very cool episode, very entertaining as far as the Mike and Gus storyline, because I feel like right now there's a big gap between the Gus and Mike storyline and the Jimmy storyline. Like, those are two separate things. It's almost like two entirely different shows at this point. But last episode was a fairly cool episode with Mike and the German team that he has now working for him. And they're going to be building the tunnels in the laundromat for Gus. So that's going on. So that's interesting because it connects in a lot of ways with the Breaking Bad story. Also, we saw a pretty awesome scene between Hector Salamanca and Gus. Gus telling a Salamanca that's sort of in a coma about his childhood. It was a very decent scene and very cool imagery and pretty cool way to kind of compare Gus's childhood with what's going on right now in the situation at hand. But I'm definitely interested to see what's going to happen in this episode. Before we dive into it, as always, smash that like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's jump right into this reaction. Wait, why is my screen cut in half? Oh, never mind. I'm like, why is it like that?
Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you.
That definitely connects to the title of this episode too. The question is Jimmy about to say that stupid thing that this song is referring to? She finally gets the cast off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's pretty big. What do you think?
So no more cell phones?
No, but this is what the phones were for. So if you were a lawyer, this would be a great place, right?
If I was a lawyer? Nope. Big glass high-rise, 40th floor.
Big glass high-rise.
Yeah, when I'm not on my boat.
Bueno, Héctor,
That pretty much describes the situation.
este es verde.
Oh,
Ese es verde.
he's awake. And he can't talk.
Excelente, Héctor. Excelente.
This is the Hector
Esta
that we
persona.
all know.
Está enojada.
Sorry, I'll take care of that.
He's gonna knock it off the table again.
Héctor, ¿estás aquí conmigo?
No, his mind is somewhere else.
Muy bien.
So, obviously, a bit of time has passed from the previous episode to this episode.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
She's obviously doing way better than Jimmy is.
Shit, you know what? Aspen. Hey, that's where you want to go. Aspen is like Telluride on steroids. You got shopping, you got restaurants and spas, and talk about client development. It's a billionaire's playground.
Jimmy, Aspen is like a 9-hour bus ride.
You're right. 9 hours. That is a long time to be sitting on a bus.
Yes, it is.
But what's that I hear? I'm a private charter jet. And I'm sorry, I'm very busy right now. I'm transporting 56 distinguished attorneys to their
He's not
amazing
happy.
destination. Aspen, here we come.
I think she takes back what she said earlier about talking to anyone.
Well, that was something.
That's the something stupid, I think. So I guess we finally get to see what progress they've made. And it definitely looks like they've made some pretty good progress. I wonder how long it's been. Yeah, this looks pretty awesome.
He's making progress on the stroke scale. He started at a 30, and that number is steadily coming down. He's at a 22 right now. And he's made modest improvements.
Oh,
in
they're
his
talking
ataxia,
about
which is loss of
Hector
body
Salamanca.
Yes. Well, this all sounds quite positive.
And Gus is not happy about that.
But you know the question that I will ask.
Is it him? Is it the Hector Salamanca?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I think
And
it's one
obviously-
that's almost a philosophical question.
It won't be. We know
What I
that.
can tell you is that he's more responsive. He's making incremental improvements almost every day. I think if you see the evidence, you'll be very encouraged. You'll see this was an especially productive session. I know it may seem like a small thing. That same exchange would have taken 4 times as long a month ago. And a month before that, he couldn't respond at all. All his vital signs have improved. Also, I've been tracking his progress using the SIS with particular focus on hand mobility, since that's his mode of communication.
Has
Oh.
he done that before?
The cup. That was likely an involuntary movement.
I don't think it was. Gus sees what he's looking at.
Do you think that was purposeful?
Yes. Absolutely.
You've done magnificent work.
Oh, thank you.
I understand that construction on your clinic is nearly complete. I trust the work is to your specifications.
That's putting it mildly. The new wing is
So,
something extraordinary.
That's how
We'll be
Gus
able to
knows
care
that it's
for
the same
So many
Salamanca.
patients.
We should temper our expectations.
She's so confused. But we know what he means.
Carefully shaped to keep from damaging the work.
How big a pop are we talking about?
Oh, verdammt.
That's not good.
Mein Gott!
Jungs, kommt runter!
Oh, he knows German. That could have gone so much worse.
What can I do you for?
This you? Saul Goodman?
That's right, officer.
You want to know where I got it? Off a drug dealer who got sprung today because he was using a drop phone that you sold him.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't bother you that you're peddling to a bunch of lowlifes who use these things to sell drugs?
What my customers do with the phones after they leave my possession, that's their business.
Let me ask you a favor, all right? Get your van out of here, park it in front of a grocery store in Corrales, you know, someplace nice, and sell there. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of soccer moms that can use some phones.
I don't know. I think my customer base is right here.
Yeah.
Get some new customers.
I don't feel the need to. See, I got a permit, and I'm collecting sales tax, and this is a legitimate business, right? So anyone who wants to buy a phone from me is free to do so.
I'm asking nicely, okay?
And I respectfully decline.
You're gonna go this way, huh?
There it is. What's it gonna be? What? It's gonna be littering or rolling through a stop sign? Hey, how about you plant something in my glove
You
compartment?
know what, pal? Just take it easy.
And maybe this
okay?
is why people need privacy. Maybe this is why they need my phones. Maybe you're the problem.
Okay, so as long as you make a buck, the whole world can just go in the crap.
Yeah, I'm the-
Uh-oh. This is not gonna go well.
He's a cop.
That's bad.
Yeah, he was just trying to do his job. I hired him for security. He was trying to protect me. You were in plain clothes. He had no idea you were a police officer.
Oh, he knew all right.
How?
I picked him up 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, pickpocketing.
3 years, that's a long time. I mean, how can you be sure it's the same guy?
Seriously,
Officer, look, you were right. I was wrong.
were you now?
Yes, and you know what else? You will not see me out here selling my phones ever again, right? So just do me a favor. Let's just shake hands, avoid the paperwork, and we just go home.
Do you a favor. I was asking you for a favor.
Fair enough.
Oh, I asked you nicely, and you told me to go screw myself.
I don't think I used those words.
See you around.
Emmentraut in German, it comes from two words. World-class strength.
Yeah, I guess. What's the latest?
Before we can continue, we must build a new concrete form and straighten the rebar. I'm so sorry. I'm happy to explain the delay to Mr. Frink.
You don't worry about Mr. Frank. He just wants to see it done right. Let me ask you a question.
Of course.
What would happen if we sent Kai back to Germany?
Not good. Kai is my best demolition man. Sure, he's a close mother, but he's a good boy. They all are.
Maybe that's the problem. They're boys.
Well, yes.
That is the
But
problem.
we need young people to do this work, or maybe you and I will do it. You understand?
R&R. Rest and relaxation.
Precisely. This is what they need. R&R.
PD didn't make it sound promising.
Guys, he's just a burnout. He's trying to soften you up for an easy deal, all right? There's no way you do that kind of time.
You goddamn right.
You goddamn right. Wait, what do you mean?
I'm a bounce. I got places I can go.
No,
You know what I
it's
think
not
they
a
might
good idea.
do? They might have Kim defend him. That's where I think it's
On
going.
you, right? Just don't skip.
How you gonna do that? You ain't even a lawyer.
A lawyer.
But he knows a lawyer.
I don't need to be a lawyer, all right? I'm a magic man. You have a little faith in me?
Let's see. Your magic. We've seen your magic, but I want to see it again. I think he's there to talk to Kim, like I thought.
See, now, I would help Huel myself if I could, but I don't think he's going to wait around a month for me to be reinstated.
You've been selling drop phones?
Yeah,
On the
about
street?
that.
Kim, I just, if we could, look, Kim, here's what I'm thinking. I did a little recon, and the arresting officer, he has a DUI, 8 years ago, and he's been put on desk duty twice. I know he has anger issues. I can attest to it, right? So, we get him smelling like a distillery, and we piss him off in court. Now, he will take the bait. He will lose his cool in front of the judge. A little stumble in there, just for dramatic effect, and I have some thoughts on how to engineer that, but you get the gist. Next thing you know, case dismissed.
Is she gonna go for it? We'll see.
Viola, can you get me case material for Penal Code 3422, sections 22 to 27? Yeah, battery on a PO. Thanks.
Great. What's our first move?
I'm not tearing down a cop.
That's okay. You tell me.
I will look into this. I'm not making any promises, but if it is as bad as you say it is, I don't know, maybe there is something I could do. Maybe.
Pickpocket with a rap sheet attacks a cop in broad daylight. That's a misunderstanding.
I would not call it an attack. Realistically, we should be talking misdemeanor.
It's battery on a PO. That's 18 months plus a year.
Bitch time. I know what you're asking for. It's excessive.
He has a prior. The same officer arrested him 3
3
years...
years ago, but Babineau didn't recognize him. He didn't even know he was a cop. The guy drove an unmarked car. He was in plain clothes. He had his back turned.
I'm sorry, I don't buy it.
Suzanne, I did my homework. You had 5 other cases where civilians were accused of physical force against police officers, and not once were the defendants given anything close to this kind of jail time.
They weren't repeat offenders.
State v. Murphy?
Daniel Murphy was homeless. He was off his
He
meds.
headbutted a police officer. He gave him a concussion. 5 months. Suspended. State v. Karp. 5 months. Suspended.
You're not seriously comparing...
State v. Brezovich. No jail time. 2 months probation.
No priors.
Brezovich broke a cop's nose. This is unequal justice. In this case, the officer was not injured at all. He was hit with a bag of sandwiches. How can you justify giving Babineau 18 months?
Plus a year.
Yeah.
He has no history of violence.
There is no negotiation here, Kim. And honestly, I don't understand why you want anything to do with this. On one side, I've got a decorated police officer doing his job. On the other, you have a professional thief who threw him to the ground. And our only witness is a scumbag, disbarred lawyer who peddles drop phones to criminals.
You don't know the whole story.
I think she just made it personal there. She wishes she could take that back. Because
I'd rather talk to you in
Kim is
person.
going to destroy her now.
Well, thanks for trying.
Jimmy, he can't jump bail. You'll back me up, right? Good.
So it's a...
I mean, if you say this is
She
the
sort
only
of
way
helped
we
them?
can
Or helps them?
legitimately do this, well, it's the only way.
So you're gonna tell him to stay put?
Yeah, sure. You do your thing, I'll do mine.
Jimmy, come on, what does
Oh.
that mean?
You know what that
Don't worry.
means.
Jimmy, whatever you're doing, don't. Yeah, I know, but listen, I have a better way.
Oh. I'm intrigued. Alright, that was my reaction to Season 4, Episode 7 of Better Call Saul, which was called Something Stupid. It was definitely a very cool episode. It set up a lot in what we might potentially see with Kim helping Jimmy and, you know, that whole situation. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I feel like Kim is thinking outside the box a little bit more than she has in the past. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. And obviously the Gus and Hector Salamanca stuff is very interesting. I feel like there's going to be a lot more where that came from in the next few episodes. As far as the Mike stuff goes, I also enjoyed that, but we didn't really see much of Mike in this episode. But I did enjoy what we saw, and I'm definitely intrigued to see where the story is going to go. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.